I just bought this $200 sports card lot. Let me show you how I plan to 3x my money. As you can see from the start, there's some awesome cards in this lot. It was my buddy's dollar box or value box where he had cards anywhere from $1 up to 10 or so. And he sets up at shows and oftentimes likes to reset and refresh his boxes. So he hit me up, gave me a stellar deal. I paid $200 for everything you're seeing here. Like I said, it's lots of rookies, color, tons of autographs, and I'm going to show you how I plan to 3x my money on this box. To maximize your profit on a box like this, you want to have several distinct channels for different types of cards. So numbered cards, especially lowered numbered cards, some autos and inserts, a lot of those are going to go to ComC. I tend to think of ComC as my passive sales machine for cards $20 and under. Some of these cards won't even make that cut. As you see in the middle of the video, we're going to end up with a pile of cards that are going to be bulked out. But the majority of these cards will end up at ComC, which if you're not familiar, ComC is a website where you send them your cards and they house and sell those cards for you. They list them and you can set the prices, but you don't have to worry about shipping at all after that initial batch. And it's a great way to transact and sell your cards in real time really quickly. You avoid all of the hassles of shipping and customer service. I can't recommend it enough with pretty low fees. This Christian Scott, by the way, we're going to find out later, that one is going for a lot on ComC, much more than its sticker. So this is some of the better stuff. You can see the Roki Sasaki, Vlad Guerrero to 25, Jaren Duran SP. Those are perfect ComC cards. Autos, RPAs, that Dallas Turner sold for $7 or $8 in our live stream. Whatnot is another great avenue. There's a case hit Phoenician right there. Whatnot has been a great avenue for selling cards like this. Autos of Hall of Famers, big name players, color like that Barry Sanders. This green color match Saquon Barkley that I breezed through, that one went for $7 or $8 in our stream. You can see hanging out right there in the next pile, the Spencer Rattler variation auto. That one just did $14. That Tom Brady out of 100, awesome card for a Brady collector. That one's going to ComC. Some collegiate RPAs, some rookie autos from contenders. Again, those cards that are maybe not quite enough to go to the eBay page, those are perfect for ComC. Carlos Correa, Bowman auto. Kyron Paris had a great season this year. Dalton Connect to 25. Josh Jacobs doesn't have a lot of Packer stuff. As you can see, there's some real gems in here that may not catch your eye, but lots of baked in value to a lot of these cards. Now you're noticing a lot of lower end autos of no-name players. I'm fortunate enough to have some great relationships in this hobby where I've got buyers for autos and patches. Oftentimes I'll get $1 a piece on anything licensed or pro uni and 50 cents a piece for anything collegiate or unlicensed. And that means when I buy lots like this, I've got a really safe floor for all of my autos and mems. I can bulk out any of the ones that don't make it to ComC. Speaking of which, there's a numbered card out of 28. That's a random number, but that'll go to ComC. And it gives me a nice floor because I know a chunk of this will already be sold to them. No questions asked. Love seeing Bowman autos. You never know when those prospects. Hold on. That's a Kevin Durant out of 35 for $1. Man, I need to get my boy a Christmas gift because this lot was stacked. Jaden Daniels insert. Yes, please. Give me 2 of those. This last chunk's got some really nice stuff too. Rookie color, Lad McConkey. That one ended up in our Whatnot stream. Some modern autos. People are always looking for their favorite players, teams. Travis Kelce. I think I go back. Yeah, Travis Kelce. $2 for a Travis Kelce relic. That's a $10 card on ComC all day. These Bowman RPAs and Bowman color, Curtis Mead auto. This Parker Meadows, that was going for like $30 on ComC. Unbelievable. So you can see there's lots of value in here. And again, I can't stress enough how important it is to have multiple sales channels. eBay usually takes my higher dollar stuff. Think of it as maybe 25 and up. Anything below that that has a good sell-through rate, or stuff like this Trey Norman to 10, just a random card but super low numbered, that'll go to ComC. Then of course there's Whatnot for the biggest names of all. Now let me show you these 2 stacks. The one on the right is all of the bulk autos and bulk cards that'll go into my value box. Everything on the left is stuff I need to sort through more and kind of determine, is it an eBay card? Is it a grading candidate? Is it going to ComC, or will it live on Whatnot? Now let me show you the profit breakdown and resale plan. This first pile here, these were not good enough for Whatnot or ComC, certainly not eBay. These will go in my dollar box and I'll sell them for 50 cents to $1 a piece. This next stack here is all of the $1 autos and mems. And when I say $1, some of them will go for 50 cents. But as you can see, when we do the profit breakdown, I average all of these out. I think I even counted them all as 50 cents, but some of them I'll get $1 for. There was a good chunk of these cards in the lot. And I never mind that. That's a safe floor. This third pile, this is Whatnot. I already mentioned some of these already sold. The Rattler, the Jefferson, the Turner. A lot of these have already sold. But these are eye-catching cards. Big name players, rookies, color, autos, price points for everyone. I want my streams to be a place where everyone can find something that they want. This is perfect material for that. And this big stack here, you guessed it, my favorite ComC. These are less known players or more obscure cards, parallels, or cards that just have a higher sales value on ComC, like that Parker Meadows we talked about. Case hits, those can be good on Whatnot, but I felt like that player was not someone that would be as desired. But you can see this Whatnot pile is massive, and it does cost a little money to process these cards. I opt for the 2-week turnaround time, which means my cards are processed faster, which costs $1 a piece. So really that means I'm not sending anything that's worth less than that, because I'm sinking in $1 of my current store credit to ComC for each of these to be listed. Of course, there are some fees associated with selling on there, but I have found over the years that it is an invaluable service to pay for. If you think about that fee, paying for them to house the card, to list the card, to make the transaction possible, not to mention access to that database. So there's just tons of stuff here. You already saw those cards, but I'm not afraid to send 500-600 cards at a time to ComC. Finally, here are some grading potential. When I choose cards to grade, I want to make sure that I'm at least 2xing my money. So if I have $25 into the card and the grading service, that means I need to net at least $50. Here's the breakdown by sales channel. 22 low-end cards, those are going to my value box. I put that at $5. 31 low-end autos, we talked about how we bulked those out. I marked them each at 50 cents for $15. 19 cards for Whatnot, that's a guess, but of course I'm trying to be conservative here. 72 cards going to ComC for $492 projected profit, plus the cards for grading. This is exactly how to 3x your profit in sports cards. Subscribe for more.